What happened last week?
Well, let me just scroll down in my notes.
You
All right.
use a computer to write your notes?
Yes.
Oh,
That's really convenient. Good job.
that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm looking at my almost full notebook, and I'm like,
Oh, full notebook.
That's dedication. I love it.
So, first we spent some time at the bar planning, specifically the Whammy Tavern, which we've colloquially decided that's not the actual name of the bar. That's just what it has been termed as.
Somebody made a drink, and it's really stuck on the Whammy.
Erland had some very, very good role play with the bartender. I believe, yes?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I believe so.
So Erland kind of played up not like a real sob story, but just like the whole thing of like, I'm looking for someone, and it's like in like a sad way, not in a I'm looking for someone way.
Mhm.
She seemed to be sympathetic, gave him quite a lot of details about where he could go to gather some information. And then we all decided to split up. And the nerds went to the library. Which I'm just gonna list out. We learned a lot of shit about the social classes in the Tevinter, and that the Western Circle near the Merchants Guild is probably the most quote-unquote liberal socially. And there's also a guy named Felix Garridas who was very outspoken against slavery, blood magic, etc., and he disappeared after being kicked out of the magisterium. And then we also looked up what type of creatures could have caused the level of destruction in that fight, which could have been, I think I'm missing one, but drakes, elephants, were creatures, giant half-breeds, deep stalkers, darkspawn, dire wolves, dire bears, dragoliths, I put darkspawn twice, and griffins.
Short list.
Just a short
Dark
list.
You guys
Spawn.
can get
Dark
through that
Spawn.
easily this session.
And Indra went super nerded out on some maps and thought about stealing them.
But he didn't.
But he didn't, and that's progress.
Good boy. Yay. Should I speak
Yeah,
for
go
the
ahead.
Yeah.
the Home Depot? So, Ilaria, Shepard, and Sarid went to check out the little abandoned workshop, kind of nearby-ish, the Kunari base. And frankly speaking, it was a piece of junk. I think it was real bad. There were bodies in the streets. They did some scouting. It's like, damn, we cannot gentrify this, guys. But, to the stubbornness of both Ilaria and Sarid, they started slapping on some, new plaster, putting on, nice textiles, pretty up the place, making it feel more like home. Whereas, Shepard was more focused on like, okay, let's secure the place. And oh shit, why am I getting this call? Hello? And he got a call from good old, I believe it was can't remember the name. We were all really bad at names. Shepard was like, it's a thing. It's a not a person. It was a person. But playing a really long game of telephones was really hard. We had was it? No. I can't remember if Erland was the one who's mentioned Felix.
Erland was the one that called, and Shepard
Erland
got
was the one that
confused on
called.
how
He
to
dropped a
use.
name.
It was Felix. And then Shepard
It was
was supposed
Felix,
to
okay.
tell Hassan and Indra about the name, to look up that name. But he was very confused. He didn't know what a Felix was.
You know what? Only fair. We've been learning a lot of. We just discovered what an elephant was. What the fuck is an elephant? It's a four-legged, non-feathered mammal. Oh, okay. And
we
yeah,
also
now we have some
discovered
leads.
that anything that's featherless and bipedal is a man.
Yeah. we had
There
that
was-
discussion while people went to get some sandwiches while
There
waiting
was
for a
something
certain
wild
company.
that happened at the end.
No,
of
it's
the
just
session.
returning to the hotel room after a long night.
Oh, nothing
you know?
happened. Yeah, no, nothing else happened. Brandy didn't kill a guy. Like,
That was before returning to the hotel room.
my bad. But yeah, I don't. Did we mention the Brandy thing?
We did not mention that Brandy killed the guy.
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah,
Do you want to say?
that-
Okay, go.
yeah, because yeah, Brandy was there. The guy looked Brandy in the eyes and said, "I didn't want to die alone," and then Brandy fucking killed him.
While telling a very sweet story about curing a Mabari from, the polite
And a
sad
Mimari
face.
named Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very much not like a murder. It was a like mercy kill.
Mm-hmm.
But also not fully, what's the word? Charitable, considering we accidentally, well, I say we, but unfortunately, Randy
Yes.
had called Erland, and not, his other code name. And unfortunately, I don't have his icon, so I don't remember his code name.
Varen.
Varen.
Varen. This is, yeah. It's okay. It happens to anybody, but unfortunately, this guy's got to pay the price. And yeah, unfortunately, didn't really have time to reflect on that, but I don't know.
What you do
We'll
now?
see. Yeah.
Alrighty. I believe we left off with Indra and Hassan getting a bunch of food and snacks from a 7-Eleven.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let me talk to him, Indra.
Let me talk to him.
That was so
Put
good.
me on.
That was so good. Yeah, you all kind of get like a little propane stove, start like a little fire, and I think cook some like warm meals for yourselves, in this still shabby but much more presentable and much more accessible like old warehouse. There's now curtains, functional windows. The floors are no longer like completely rotting. They've been reinstated. There's some like a little bit a corner of like a bunch of blankets, beds that you can sleep on, and it's kind of a mix between like it's more comfortable than sleeping on the ground, but not sleeping in like an actual nice bed. You see, like, Indra just kind of, like, looks around. How long did this take you all?
No, like, this? I don't know. Looks at Zared, who's passed out, probably.
Yeah.
Like an hour.
What do you mean an hour?
It took like an hour.
What do you mean an hour?
You know what they say about lesbians and hard labor?
No, I don't.
Oh, well,
Well, how do you know what they
They're-
say about lesbians?
unfortunately, two of my friends are indeed.
Unfortunately.
Anyway.
Unfortunately.
I just don't think you can say unfortunately.
Okay,
in
now.
that connotation.
And at this point, Brandy and Erland kind of, like, walk through the door, very wet, as they were
no.
underneath pouring rain. and I think Brandy still. How does Brandy look? Like, does she have like a haunted expression, or is she like trying to like hide the like what just happened? Wiki.
Hmm.
Wiki.
I have literally just sat back down. I thought I was gonna be
He's
quick.
Ricky too.
What
you
did
got,
I
you got,
miss?
you, you got
Refer to
adjust
Ricky.
if you're leaving.
I thought I did. I literally typed in BRB. Apparently, I did not hit send.
Oh no. Basically, Brandy just walked back in with Erland, and they're both soaked to the bone in the abandoned workshop. And Alec was asking, like, what does Brandy look like? Hell? Is Brandy kind of trying to hide it?
Uh, I don't think Brandy looks like hell. She just looks very thoughtful about it, but she's trying to definitely sit by a fire and get the chill off while taking off whatever the fuck is soaked.
So she's like not bothered by what just happened.
She not bothered as in troubled, but definitely like something major has happened and she doesn't know how to feel about it quite yet.
And I think everybody like notices this. That like the conversation just kind of like dies down a little bit as Brandy and Erland like walk to the fire to get themselves warm.
Hey guys.
What you guys get up to today?
Oh, we got information.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get
She's
the
passing
information?
Brandy kind of like a moth-eaten linen to dry off.
Well, we questioned some people and we were told that the Cerebus, I believe that's what they're called. Yeah. They were taken. And whatever caused this ran away.
All right.
But we didn't get too much more than that.
So we know the Cerebus was there, but it didn't cause the murder?
Not from what the guy saw, no.
Interesting.
The guy.
The guy we questioned.
Oh.
I think it's still worth talking to your people, Shepard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he wasn't terribly reliable. It was a lot of maybes and I thoughts and what I saws.
You guys were careful though, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think tomorrow we can start off with Shepard talking to his people. What else did we want to do? I know Erland wanted to make our Merchants Guild thing look legit. Do we want to go and do that? It's also the circle.
I mean, we can talk with Shepard's people. Merchants Guild.
I'm out of character, Ricky. I'm asking the players.
Oh, okay. Oops.
You're just asking like what order we want to do things in?
As
or-
in, what is your plan of action for the next day?
Okay.
So what I really wanted to do was accompany Erland to the Merchants Guild, but
I mean, you can still do that if you want.
I'm just thinking how that would work.
Just accompany, like we can say, like, one of the DMPCs goes with you, and then, like, you can, like, you can still talk, but, like, we'll say that, like, oh, either Brandy or Indra are still, like, you know, there facilitating it.
Okay, I can work with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know Shepard. I don't know. I guess like, would we do the split up thing again? If you're doing that, and I guess Shepard could go talk to his people. Probably like after talking to his people, Shepard probably would want to visit the most recent murder site, just to like see if whatever he finds out matches anything that he can find. I think that would be my plan for the upcoming moon cycle.
Ilaria, did you have anything you wanted to do?
How... This is more so Annika asking, trying to find a link. Would... If, like, while we're already making our way to the Merchant's Guild to kind of make ourselves more established, would they have any information on Felix Gerardus, considering they were, like, a ex-magister? Well...
You might have to go and ask.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. When phones are invented, you could give them a call, but for now, you just gotta walk.
Aww.
Alright, and then...
yeah, where's the yellow books?
Are you suggesting that we can't just send in random people?
Where's Gerardus?
You just toss a stone into somebody's window and give them a call.
Hey, pick it up!
I'm sorry, the way you said that. It's like a fucking, like, tax collector going, like, pointing at the stone furiously.
It's like...
This is what the dwarves mean by communing with the stone.
They pick up the stone and put it to their ear, and they just hear, "We've been trying to reach you about your car's extension."
You just toss it back, like, God damn it, a scam again! And they run away into the night.
And then once they're done yelling, you're like, what the fuck's a car anyway?
Yeah.
Your chariot.
Who was that man?
So many questions.
Okay. So, yeah, Asan, Ilaria, and then, yeah, can go to the Merchant's Guild, and then Shepard's going to the Kunari, and then Brandy and Indra will fall where they may. Alrighty. Is there anything you guys want to do before you head off to bed?
Could I actually, really quick, ask Asan for some ink and parchment?
I mean, sure, but why?
We need to... That fellow you mentioned, the Felicity I know it's Felix Gerardus. Ilaria does it.
Felix Gerardus, that one?
That one. How do you spell it? She's like writing it. Didn't even ask, just grabbed the quill from you, putting it on her skin. What is it?
Our quill.
F-E-L-I.
Well, you never know with these Devinters. I don't know if they have the same spelling conventions as our legions.
Oh, I wasn't judging.
Okay. Cool. I am going to perhaps participate in some, what do you call it, white-collar crimes for once.
What kind of white collar?
What, like tax evasion?
My family had been doing that for years.
So,
Ilaria, what are taxes?
No.
On
taxes are things that people give to her.
Exactly.
Wait, Ilaria and Asan had a nighttime sleepover convo on like, yeah, I had to pay taxes for once, and they would not fix this pothole that was in front of my house. Like, you know, usually when we get taxes, we get to have like, you know, jousts and like actually do fun stuff with it.
That's why I was just like raising an eyebrow higher and higher. Just, what?
No, but I need the parchment too. Do we have any official merchants guilds documents? I could think of something, but we need to. I'm trying to see around if any of the merchants nearby
I
have
mean, Erland is now a
whereabouts.
registered merchant, isn't he?
But he
You're
doesn't
on-
actually know the merchant.
We did that in the last town.
You literally got paperwork for this.
All right. Okay, but more so in the sense of like, is there a logo I could?
A logo.
Like like
A herald,
Stamp.
a stamp. Yes.
What? Okay.
I'm
okay.
thinking in.
Okay. Stop asking questions and tell us what you want to do.
Okay, I'm trying to forge a document basically going, hey, Felix, you have some undue taxes owed to XYZ company. And Alari's just supposed to be the messenger. I'm like, hey, is there a Mr. Garritus around?
Okay.
I had this document that I picked up from way over in the Free Marches.
And now,
Yeah.
and now we
In
can
the
do
free
this.
merchants?
Let's see. Do you have a forgery kit?
I don't. Couldn't
Okay.
buy a forgery kit.
You could
Or
buy
does
a
Erlen
forgery
have it?
kit. Do you wanna like go out and buy a forgery kit right now in like the dark, empty streets of
It
Timbuktu?
is the middle of the dark.
Yeah.
Yes,
places
you
could
can
still
go
be
out on
open.
your
Keep up my
own,
granny act.
skipping and having a great time.
It would like help you out because you seem to want to be doing like more and more forgery with these kinds of things. So like it will
Yeah,
significantly help you out. I promise
Would
I
I?
won't
Where?
kill you.
What is? Where would I even go about Zanuck asking buying that
Probably
without drawing suspicion?
kind of
The
like
Thieves
around probably around like the market area, or maybe like the guild area with like some shops where you find like a shady shop keep they have like a normal stock and then the special stock.
I see. Okay, that will be a I'll get it on the way kind of stitch.
Okay. Yeah, with like a forgery kit, I would ask for a dexterity check. You can add your proficiency. The DC would be about 15.
Okay, that's just basically me rolling a d20 and then adding my dex bonus.
Your dex plus proficiency.
Oh, okay, yeah, got it.
So like you can roll it now, and then we say you get a forgery kit on the way.
Oh,
That's fine.
okay. That's 9, 11. 12 plus 9 is a 21.
21. Okay. And under the candlelight, with Hassan's help, you look at the proper Merchants Guild paperwork, and transcribe a loose imitation of what has been ordered to you guys, signing the name Felix Garritus properly. Hassan, you're looking at Ilaria. Her penmanship is immaculate, and it's not her handwriting. She has like transformed it into the handwriting of the Merchants Guild so that like it fits whoever might be like working the desk. The kind of like a little sloppy handwriting of someone who's used to writing papers every single day. The copy is uncanny. It looks official enough. To a trained eye, this might cause a little bit of confusion, but to anyone, like a layperson, yeah, this works.
All right. Well, we're in business then.
Ooh. She's gonna hold it up in the air, admire it for a second, then take a little red satin bow. Boop.
She
Do we
just
have
has
wax?
one. Don't worry about it.
Do we have Do we have wax so I could seal this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is stuff you would normally get in a forgery kit.
Yay! How much money would that be to deduct from,
Ooh, looking it 15 gold.
15. Okay, I could do mathematics. I have my calculator out. Okie dokie.
Okay, you are all set on that. Anything else you guys want to do?
No, I think
Okay.
I think I'm good. You know, I guess Shepard would ask, yeah, we made this place safe, but do we want to take turns taking watch just to be safe?
Indra, nods, agrees with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, at least for, the first couple of days until we get to either make it more secure, we make some alarms around the place, or I don't know, but I think it's a good idea.
I'm willing to take the first watch, so everyone can start getting to sleep.
I can take the second. Erlen and Sarah can take the third.
I'll take the first watch with Shepard.
Wait, can we? Okay, first is Shepherd Brandy. Second is
Indra.
Indra
Unless somebody else wants to take it.
For RP purposes, Smile. Why don't the second one be 3 people?
Sure.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, I'm sorry, I'm doing math in my brain. I'm like, who is not present?
Well,
and
well,
technically would
listen.
not
The
be.
third
Doing the
watch goes
first
to the
one.
people who aren't here, so they can
Okay, that makes sense.
figure it out.
Gaston will be on
Yeah.
second watch.
Okay.
There you go.
Does Ilaria want to be on second watch?
I'm also gonna be on second watch.
Alright.
She had a little too much tea. She's a little caffeinated.
Alrighty. Shepard, Brandy, if you guys want to talk at all, RP, go for it. If not, please both make perception checks, or one of you with advantage.
So, Shepard.
That's going Brandy.
How has it been? We haven't really. We kind of joked around a bit, but we haven't really leveled with each other for a while.
It's been very focused on getting my people the help they need. And I don't, other than a few jokes here and there, I don't really have time to think about anything else right now.
So they, not what I expected. But I don't really know what I...
As a whole? Yeah.
I'm not gonna say Quinari as a whole, it's just the group that you were trying to find.
Yeah, it didn't go quite the way I thought it would either. I have one more left to find still.
Yeah. So... I fucked up.
What do you mean?
Me and Erland were gathering information. And the guy we were talking to was... He overheard me saying Erland's actual name and not his alias.
Right.
And have you You were a shepherd. Have you ever had to kill out of mercy, shepherd?
Yes. Um, I remember the first time I had to do it. I had just started being a shepherd, and there was an attack. It was by wolves, it wasn't by people or anything like that. And one sheep was far too injured to be healed. And there were two options available: either let the sheep bleed out and die, or to let it see its ancestors faster.
Does it get any easier?
No. No, it never does.
Great.
Being with someone in their final moments is never easy. When we were in the Blightlands, I had found someone who was dying and stayed with them to their final moments. And it's not something you forget. But there is something special about being the last one with them and making sure that you don't die alone.
His name was still on this.
Did you have to kill the guy that you gave the info to by accident?
Yeah.
Was he already hurt?
He was going to die. He had really bad scars, and he got hit in the attack. His brain is like pointing in the direction of the murder site.
Yeah,
He got
I see.
he got attacked. He got hit in that attack. And he wasn't gonna make it anyway. I tried healing him, I tried looking him over, but the best I did was add a little more time to whatever he had left.
I mean, you gave him more time than he had,
Yeah.
and you made sure he didn't die alone. It's
told-
not an easy thing to do.
I told him a story before he went.
What did you tell him?
Ironically, the Blighted Lands.
Funny how one place can have so many memories.
And none of them were pleasant.
No, not a one.
It it was nice while I was telling the story, and as soon as it ended, I just let him go peacefully.
You might not see it right now, but you did do a very brave thing.
What do you mean?
Letting someone go out on their own terms. It's not easy to do. That's not something that every person can do. It might be a twisted way of seeing the world, but you gave them control over one last thing. A say.
You know what's fucked up in my own head about all of it?
What?
I'm making the excuse right now that he was going to die anyway, but I mainly did it because I slipped up.
Gotcha.
I almost fucked up our whole operation here.
I have a hypothetical scenario for you. If you had done this, getting information from a person who was completely healthy, and you had slipped up like this, would you have done the same thing?
Probably.
Okay. You did what you had to do.
It. I don't know. It's. I feel like I should be upset about this. Like, I should be angry or sad or just. I don't feel nothing. But I don't feel the way I thought I should feel about it.
What do you feel?
For lack of
When
a
you
better word, depressed.
makes sense.
I don't feel sad, but I am absolutely not happy about it.
Of course. A lot of the
Every other
things we have to do are not gonna bring joy. We can't always play the hero.
I guess that's what Indra and Erlen talk about a lot. Just get the job done.
But sometimes it's all we can do.
Man, this sucks.
It does. It's like not everything is always what we expect it to be. I thought that coming to see my people, I'd be saving them and not caught in some sort of
Murder
murder
mystery.
mystery, whether one of my people did all this damage. I thought I'd be able to set them free, and then we'd be able to move on with our lives. Not everything is what we expect.
So me and Erland forgot the groceries.
Okay.
For obvious reasons.
I know Indra stopped at something they call a convenience store. Never heard of one of those before, but
Yeah. Just I'm just concerned. I should be hurting right now. I shouldn't.
sometimes pain isn't always instant.
Oh, this is gonna get dragged out.
I think your best bet is to try to shift your perspective. Try to think about it like this. Killing one potentially saved all of your friends. You can try to approach it from that line of thinking. Maybe it'd be easier.
Yeah, maybe. So, when you said your people kind of just give out names based on jobs,
Yes.
who would I be?
Well, the earliest accounts of you that I recall were fishermen.
But am I still fisherman?
Am I still shepherd?
You know what I meant, Shepard. I'm more of a hunter now.
In my world, you don't change what you are. You're just what you are. In in this world, you can change what you are. So I ask myself every day, am I still shepherd?
I mean, I may say I change what I do, which but I really didn't. Just the equipment I use changed. All a fisherman really is a hunter that uses a stick and a rope. As a gross oversimplification of it.
You could be hunter.
And honestly, I don't think you changed much. You're still a shepherd. I just think your flock's changed.
That's fair. Definitely a fair way of looking at it. Well, It's probably about time that
Yeah, it is.
We-
Mhm.
we let the next group
Yeah.
start there.
Brady gives him a hug.
Shepard of course hugs back.
Aww.
Do you you want to see something I learned?
Yeah, sure.
Shepard would like to use. Let's see if this does this pop up in chat. How do I get this pop up in chat? I wonder. That
You could drag
he's
it.
gonna
Oh, there you go.
use consult the spirits, and he is going to use augury, and he is going to ask the spirits, how will the change of guard go?
Ooh.
Yes, like as in because I can ask something that's going to happen like in the next like 30 minutes. So I'm asking how the change from us being the ones on guard, on watch, to the next group will go.
So there
Ooh.
are 4 possible answers that Shepard
Yep.
can get from this. Wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results, or nothing for results that are not especially good or bad.
Hmm. Does he
I was
roll?
just honestly, I was going to say nothing. Nothing like particularly scale uh scale tipping. Just gonna be a quiet night, it seems.
I'd argue
An
from Shepard's
uneventful night.
perspective that
Yeah.
an uneventful night is good. So that might be wheel. It's like, oh yeah, buddy.
Shepard gets nothing. Oh, thank God.
Because if it's wheel, Shepard definitely would think more positive of it. If it's nothing, I guess it,
Mm.
So, so is it nothing or is it wheel?
I would say it's wheel
Okay,
because if nothing happens, that's the best case result for your watch.
exactly. Okay. So I like to think that um, Shepard was on the ground, cross-legged, sort of in like what you would think is like a meditation pose with like his fingers crossed, not crossed, like in like touching, legs crossed, and Brandy would see, I think, 2 spirits that look very similar to the spirits that are his ancestral protectors come to him, and you just hear them speaking in Krenari. And Shepard looks at the spirits and says, "Thank you."
Brandy just looks a bit curious.
Well, time for bed.
Ashley does a magic trick. All right. Good night.
Moving
Yeah,
on.
no, Brady just looks at him. I'm compartmentalizing that for later. I am too tired to ask any questions
One
important enough right
crisis
now.
each night.
I want to know how the
Shepherd,
fuck you did that.
Shepard goes up and gently like shakes into her awake. Hey. Hey, hey.
Wakes like a mom.
It's just time. It's time for your watch. Okay.
Oh, okay. And you see, like under the covers, he like is holding some sort of like small knife.
Oh man.
Brandy walks up to Alaria and just kind of pokes her cheek. Hey.
She lifts up like a cucumber. Already?
What the fuck?
You were holding a cucumber while you slept.
Why are you?
Cucumber over her eye.
What is the sound?
Oh,
No.
the cucumber on her eye. Okay, my.
It doesn't say
Yeah,
how
it's
cute.
not
I thought she was holding like a normal cucumber underneath
That's
the
what I thought
covers
too.
for
Me too.
comfort.
I thought since you were holding a knife,
Yeah.
and Laurie was holding a cucumber, and I'm like, all right, what the hell's the side holding?
Yeah.
Intro.
What's
They're making it a fruit salad tonight.
Yeah, so I poke Alaria's cheek a few times. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Ugh.
It's your turn.
She munches on the cucumber, getting up.
And then I walk over to.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure,
actually, do you
sure.
want to do this together?
Yeah. Shepard gets like on his knees and like just sort of like pats us on the head. Hey,
Oh,
hey, buddy.
Huh?
Wakey. Hey.
like a
shh,
small
okay?
dog.
Hey. You just have to go on your watch now, okay?
Morning.
Good morning.
Not yet.
No, not
Morning.
quite, but you're up. So, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Damn it.
Shepard immediately falls asleep.
Falls into bed, immediate snoring.
Yeah, you just hear snoring.
It's been a tough couple days for sure.
It's been a while. It's
Brady's
rough.
just gonna crawl up into the fetal position and fall asleep.
I don't think I remember the last time we like role played a sleeping session. Which
Well, this
shift
is
is
an interesting country.
Second or third?
Second.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Erland and Sarah are third. God, yeah, this is a weird place, gotta be honest.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Air
either.
smells different.
Now, is that the Orlesian propaganda speaking or your own personal opinion?
No, I think the rotting bodies on the street really does a number on the air quality here. Orlay or not.
I mean, Starkhaven had some rotting bodies. We cleaned it up.
Hilaria, I've gotta ask, how many times did you walk the streets in Orlais?
Like what? Define street.
That answers so many questions.
How many times have you walked the streets of Orlais?
I haven't.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Hassan.
But
You
I've
don't even
walked
have
the-
streets.
And whose fault is that?
Well,
That the elves don't have cities anymore.
To Venter.
I
it
know.
was a group effort, one could argue. Which-
One could argue group effort. Hassan definitely has a smile on his face. This is more banter than serious.
Though, to be fair, we walked it wasn't a well-paved road, but it was a road nonetheless to that temple.
Hmm.
You know, where I got eaten by a plant.
Fair. Fair.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a relay still. I was like, what?
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
we
The
have.
famous Orlesian man eating plants. Obviously.
I don't know. I don't go to that country.
I figured.
But yeah, I kind of expected. Actually, I really don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this.
Fire and brimstone.
I kind of just expected this entire country to absolutely suck, and not. Oh, the majority of the people also hate the living conditions in this country.
Well, yeah. You gotta exploit someone to rise to the top.
Yeah, I just thought that someone was primarily elves.
No, dude. Humans do slavery.
Well, yes, but the fact that a lot of the end of the road for slave traders tends to be Orlais. At least
We
from
do
what
our
I've
best.
heard. Yeah. And then the beginning of the road is to Vinter. I don't know, I kind of
Yeah.
expected it to. I mean, it sucks, don't get me wrong. I definitely noticed the no elves allowed sign when we got it from that one place. And the dirty looks we got when we went into the whammy. I just kind of expected it to be worse. Maybe I built it up too much.
Then again, this is day 2, 3, night 3, 2.
I think we spent, 2 days here. Man.
Yeah, you're right. There's plenty of time for me to be more disappointed.
Yeah, just wait for
Yep.
the demon summoning and blood magic.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I guess I have to ask. So Indra, how you doing? And Alaria too. How you guys doing with this being pretty much in borderline unmanaged mage society?
I need to go check out that fucking chantry. Apparently it's just for show here.
What do they do? Wait, don't they have, like. Sorry, guys, but men for priests?
No, yeah, it's
That
completely
doesn't
backwards.
sound right.
It's weird.
It's not right. That's, love you
Andraste was
too,
the
but-
original, speaker of the Maker. Why would they let men in? It's insane.
aside from being altar boys.
I don't know. Or, the Elysian Chantry kept it simple. Men do the fighting, women commune with God. What's
As
what's
all
the
should
issue?
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Jake.
yeah.
God,
I
we're not a
love
podcast.
sexism. See, Shepherd's people get it, right? What they said that men are the warriors, and then the women are the priests, and then if you get good at one, you just become a man or a woman. I feel like that's fair. That was the one thing I agreed with them on.
I mean,
This is the start of the pipeline for Indra.
Oh no.
Sorry, I had to. I'm so
MTF?
sorry.
No, Indra hates women too much to become one.
Oh. I don't know. We have our fair share of strong chevaliers that happen to be women.
I guess. My old knight captain was a woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking knight for the knight, not knight the soldier. Okay.
What would a knight captain even be?
I thought it would be somebody who watched over the regiment during the night.
No, we're sleeping during the night.
You don't have
You
watches
sleep?
during the night?
We live in a building. We have walls.
So there are Templar pajamas?
Yeah, wait, you have standard issue pajamas?
I mean, I guess it's a shirt and pants.
Oh.
Like, they give you
Is they any
clothing
good?
to... Yeah, they're pretty soft.
Oh, okay.
Is that Free March's cotton?
I don't remember. I haven't worn them since I left.
Shame.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find some Templar pajamas here.
I don't think there are Templars here. In
I
the
think
way
they are,
that we
I just
know
don't
them.
think that they have a real job here.
I
Oh.
don't know what they do. I gotta talk to some of them. They
Like
can't
mayors,
think,
right?
They can't think this is normal.
I mean, but this is normal for this country.
Yeah, but...
Do you think there are any real Andrastians here?
Maybe? I mean, I guess, like, statistically speaking, there's gotta be a few people that don't like this chantry or don't like worship of other things and believe Orlais has got it right.
Amen.
Why? Did you meet some?
Huh?
Did you meet any?
No, just that we... No, just amen that we got it right. I just... Ugh.
Yeah. And then mages run the whole government. Like, what the fuck? No offense, Hassan, but...
I think it would make a great statesman.
Like what happens if a mage gets angry and then casts fireball all over the city? Like what happens then, you know?
Or, God forbid, release that thing points to the bag that has the beholder.
Oh man. Yeah, what are we doing with that?
Great question. I thought we were going to drop it in the middle of the ocean, but that was a bad idea.
Sorry, can you... I heard drop, and then my thing dropped.
We were going to drop it into the bottom of the ocean, but that was probably a bad idea now that we know that there's a whole society of possibly morally gray fish people.
Right.
Yeah, we never really found out what their deal was, huh?
No, we kind of just took that and ran with it.
Could we drop it into those mountains that have fire coming out of it?
A volcano.
Those.
Didn't we want to use it as a bargaining chip for some high and mighty mage?
Yeah.
I mean, but do you want...
Listen, we kind of need all the help we can get around here.
Ugh.
Are you sure you insulated this place? It's weirdly chilly.
Oh, we couldn't find enough, foam. Or we used all the fabric to kind of, make beds.
Yeah. You see, like, Indra begin to kind of shiver a little bit.
And this is why you need your Templar pajamas.
This is why it don't need to be on the fucking coast all the time. Starkhaven was nice and warm and insulated.
Yeah, you have warming magic, right?
I mean, I can make fire. If that's what you
No.
want.
No, we're good.
Actually, does anyone have a jacket?
She's bundled in her cloak, but she's not sharing.
No. Give me your cloak for a second.
Reluctantly shrugging it off.
I'm going to do this part of prestidigitation.
Oh.
For 1 hour, it is warm.
Oh, nice.
1 cubic foot.
I'm sure if
So
I
that-
rolled it up, it's 1 cubic foot.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Here, take it.
Ooh. It's like right off the like a fireplace. Here. And then she like drapes part of it over us Indra. Like fresh laundry.
Ooh.
I'm not sharing.
Thank you.
I'm not sharing until it's easy to share.
Happy to be a help.
Are you cold?
Yes.
Okay. Internally, Asan's like, I did that so we could all share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Now the cloak's kind of like
Indra just gets like some more blankets for Asan to heat.
I kind of smell. Sorry.
No, it's fine. We probably smell way worse.
Ew.
Speak for yourself, Indra.
Some of us shower.
Although I will say, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find an elf-friendly bathhouse here.
Yeah, when's the last time you washed your clothes?
I think we could.
About 3
Oh,
days
no.
ago, before we got into the winter.
Yeah, there you
We could find a place for you two to wash. I don't know about Sarid. If she wants to.
go. At this point, I think the mud is armor.
The only reason Indra's not any much colder than he already is.
It's the
insulation.
mud.
It's the mud is
He's
insulation.
not covered in mud. He's wearing plate mail.
No, he's filthy.
Okay.
I keyed.
He's a monster.
Sludge monster.
I mean, as bad as a society is, I think they would value public health and cleanliness.
Oh yeah.
Unlike, you
well,
know.
wouldn't the Merchants Guild have some maybe bathrooms or showers for the members at least? You could probably go in there.
What about for the help in quotations?
Well, if they're part of our group, there shouldn't be an issue. I'm just saying we could try. Besides, there are technically freed elves roaming these streets.
Technically, yeah.
So, I guess you don't really have to pose as slaves anymore. What are they called? The Liberati or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could just say you used to be slaves and now you're part of a merchant's group.
Your assistants that are paid.
Yeah. You get dental.
Yeah. Better than what Kyle had.
Kyle. That crazy bastard.
What are the chances of running into Kyle here?
Into winter.
Oh god. But when you said that, I'm like, no, don't tempt the DMs if they haven't already.
Both Annika and Ilaria asking.
Kyle. Kyle.
Stop chanting!
Kyle.
Stop it!
Kyle.
You can't stop the Kylinators.
Kylinators.
Yeah, I'm a Kyle head.
The Kyle clan. Kyle head. Anyway, let's wake up Erland and Sarid.
Wiki wiki.
Wiki wiki.
It's time for the second watch.
Erlen grumbles.
They're both speechless.
I'm picturing I'm like I don't know how much Saren and Erlen would talk to each other anyway.
Yeah, honestly.
I think they're to the point of like sleepiness that they're just like
It's communicating friends.
I feel like Erlen is wide awake but only communicates in grumbles.
Yeah.
Stylistic choice.
Yeah, you all get a full night's of sleep. The night comes and goes without issue, and bright and early in the morning, the wet ground still smells of rain. There's no sun. The looming clouds still are overhead. And let's take a break here.
Oh boy.
Oh, damn it.
As you rise for, I believe this is like gonna be your second day into winter, because the last couple sessions have just been like one full day. You guys did a lot of sleuthing at night. Who would like to begin with what you are all doing?
I can go to my people first. Smile, if you want.
Alright, so Shepard is going to talk to the Kunari. Anybody going with him? Alright. And then Ilaria and Asan are going to the, Ilaria and Asan are going to the Merchants Guild, so, where's Brandy going?
If Shepard's going alone, then Brandy's going with Shepard.
Okay.
Oh.
As you all begin to set out, you notice Indra still laying in bed.
Shepard goes and goes up to Indra and goes, Indra,
Huh?
it's time to wake up.
Something's wrong. Oh, fuck. And you see him, scramble up and, run to the nearest window, push it open, and throw up.
Oh no.
And he just kind of, covers his mouth and stands back.
Shepard is just, rubbing Indra's back. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I should, probably tell you guys, there's, And you see, it's almost difficult to form words a little bit for him. I stopped taking Lyrium, and there's gonna be some side effects. I'll be fine. It's just gonna be a little annoying. And you see,
Whatever you're doing, we support you.
Thanks. I'll stay here and kind of keep watch over the, Where are we again? The warehouse?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep one of the sending stones, just, let me know if anything happens.
Alright.
Is Ash with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Shepard, this leans down to Ash and says, take good care of Indra today, okay?
Bork.
Gives him a little pat in the head.
Oh, I forgot we had that.
And Indra just kind of like sinks down onto the floor, and Ash like props him up like a little chair.
So I believe we are starting with Shepard.
Yeah.
Shepard, you walk with Brandy all the way to the base that the Quinari set up. It is still an early morning, so it's because of the cloud coverage that Neraminian constantly has. You are still kind of in this like weird. You can tell it's morning, but you can't like visibly tell that. It's more of a feeling.
It's still rather dark and cloudy and gray.
And shitty.
The only way you can really tell is you notice like all the dock workers are out very early, either beginning to take their fishing ships out or reeling them back in. The docks especially are abuzz.
You walk into the base, and as you do, you notice that a couple of them seem to be not necessarily missing, but out and about. The only one who does not seem to... There's a few of them that aren't necessarily, like, doing things, and one of them is... a man that you would know as Terebus. Another Qunari that was a woman by birth, but was good at a job and therefore now considered a man. Oh, I finally get to see you.
Erebus.
So you're the reason Karasat is so tightly wound.
It seems so.
And you're here, meaning my job got infinitely harder.
Why would me being here mean your job got harder?
Shepard.
Annika, mute your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just hear thump, thump, thump.
I was
No, that's
ignoring
literally...
it. I
That
was
was
doing
my-
fine ignoring it, and then you whispered that. I'm like, oh fuck no.
Sorry, that's my stylus. Keep
You're
talking.
fine. You're fine. Don't worry. The Terabus is a Qunari that recovers the weapons of other fallen Qunari. They are essentially their duty is get back the useful equipment. And because you're here, he's going to need to recover your weapon if you die.
Right. Well, I know death isn't something we plan on ever, but I don't plan on dying not here.
Just because you don't plan on dying doesn't mean you're not going to. You're a walking corpse, Shepard. Everyone is. Right now, I'm talking to a... Right now, I'm talking to a person, but later I'm going to be recovering a weapon from a body. Anyway, why are you back? Didn't you have a job?
I was actually here to try to get some information. I was hoping Emma corridors here.
Little Tyke is asleep.
Morning, Shepherd. And you see Adari just kind of like wave. Got stuck
Hey.
on lookout duty.
How's your last day or so been?
Fine. You want some breakfast?
I would love some breakfast.
Pull up a chair, Adari.
Oh man, what would Kunari eat?
Whatever they got their hands on, probably.
We're by the docks, so fish.
Yeah, probably like fish that they
Yeah,
took.
but like I'm wondering like if the Kunari culture has like specific stuff.
Do we have? Yeah, I'm gonna do some research.
Ooh, yeah. They've made a something called a hearty chum. It's a Kunari stew made with fish heads. And there's like some loaves of bread. Seemingly a little bit too fresh to have been like kept. And as like you're about to point this out, Adari just goes, Talus found some for us.
You don't need to sugarcoat it. She stole it.
Yeah, whatever.
Come on. Anyway, they push the food towards you, Shepherd. It smells like home.
What did you need Immerkarad for?
There, recently was an event where something big and powerful was summoned. And I wanted to ask if Emmercar thinks that could have been the Cerebus.
No.
No way.
It wouldn't
I
have
didn't-
done that. It knows
It's
better.
not something I wouldn't think it did either.
Then why'd you say?
I am investigating into it, so I need to check all of my boxes.
It knows better.
Yeah, like, even if its handler went missing, it wouldn't just go on a rampage.
And it wouldn't summon anything either.
Especially our Cerebus, like, it doesn't like demons.
Hates them, in fact.
I didn't get a chance to meet the Cerebus. So I didn't know anything like that.
Well, maybe there's still a chance. If you find it, Hopefully it's okay.
We can hope.
Hey. Shepherd.
Yeah.
If you do go through with Karasat's orders, I'm not saying you're going to go against them, but you have a track record.
We're saying if you maybe made up your own mind.
And what would I do if I did that?
I think Adari's more well-spoken about this than I am.
I mean, could bring it back to us. Immerkarad is trading, If there's a way you could show maybe Karasad that the Cerebus is okay to bring be brought back.
Is there a way of testing to know?
Probably. I mean, your group's got mages in it, don't it?
Yeah.
You could probably probe it for some demons.
That's true.
However, if push comes to shove, I would like you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
My job is to get back weapons.
Right.
The Cerebus does not carry weapons, but I would like either both or one of its hands.
You're so nasty, dude.
What?
What is wrong with you?
Their hands are weapons.
Oh, just admit that you miss them.
No.
Just say you want a token of them. Fucking
It.
freak.
It.
Whatever.
Don't
Adari
worry.
just kind of like pushes the table and walks away.
Shepard.
Yes.
We know how Cerebus are usually treated. But this one takes a special place in our hearts.
I'll do it. I'll do what I can.
It takes a heavy burden to be that. Just remember that.
I'll make the right call.
You better. Otherwise, I may have to take your weapon from you before, your time.
Maybe.
But no. Even Immigrod would know that the Cerebus wouldn't do something like this. All of us know it wouldn't. And yeah, you may be covering your bases, but you don't know it like we know it.
You're right. No. But I do know you, all of you. And if you say the Cerebus wouldn't, then I know that they wouldn't.
Do you have more information?
I just know that people in the area want to know more about us. Wondering what the Qunari are doing here. They don't know where they're Qunari. They just know where nameless, big gray faces.
I see. I'll make sure this reaches Talos.
Thanks.
And what of it?
We are trying to find it.
Is it okay?
We don't know yet. Where we think it might be better to hope it's dead.
Make sure you kill every last one of the people that took him.
If I could kill them twice, I would.
Good on you.
Well, I have a mission to do.
Be on your way. Just don't die, please. I have enough on my plate as it is.
Can't make promises. Shepard like says that with a little bit of a smile, trying to like, uh,
Lighten the mood.
yeah, lighten the mood, make it like a half joke.
Hmm.
Make an insight check for me.
Okay. As we all know, I am famously good at these.
Okay.
Might be what way worse.
For a second, you feel like your half joke kind of like cling off a wall. But like as you think about it more, like, oh, there was like a little twinge of a smile there. Like your joke kind of landed,
Sweet.
but
I'll take
for a good few seconds, you thought that you were met with a stone wall for a face.
I think to like any normal person, it would be, but you know, like Kunari, like micro facial expressions.
They thought that was fucking hilarious. Look at that.
Yeah.
Twinge in their face.
Look at that resting bitch face with like the corners of the mouth slightly tilted up. Oh man, they're fucking rolling, man. I got him.
Have any of you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like the
Captain Holt.
just
Oh my
Yes.
god, it's like Captain Holt. That's so perfect, actually.
Captain Holt, like you just see a twinge on the corner of his mouth. Oh my god, he thought that was the funniest fucking thing in the entire world.
Detective, I am ecstatic right now. Does my face not show so?
Oh, I'm sad
But it was
now.
very clear that was humorous.
Oh god, I do love that. Alright,
Shepard, is there anything else you would like to do?
You know what?
While at the Quinari base is what I meant.
Yeah. While I'm here, Shepard's just gonna ask. Not that you have anything to spare, but do you think you guys have anything laying around that could help me?
He leans back a little bit. Adari,
Ah!
he's asking for handouts.
If you have anything.
What, looking for anything in particular? New weapon, armor? What's up?
You know, I'm pretty good on my weapon looks itself. I don't wear armor.
Right, yeah, you're one of those freaks that runs around without a shirt on.
Yeah, it's just kind of my thing.
Aren't you one of those freaks that runs around without a shirt on?
Oh my god.
It's the type of, it takes one to know one. That's how.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Real
why
life,
Adari and I
that's
get
real.
along so well.
Yeah, he gets it.
It's like one of those strong ass forearm grabs.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Wait, hold on. I have a perfect picture for this too.
I don't care if she's a woman, that's a bro.
this is like my bro. Right?
Sorry, could you remind us what magic items Shepard has currently?
Life is like a hurricane here,
Here in
okay. I
Dufferin.
have a potion of growth,
Mhm.
a wooden duck.
Starting out strong.
I do have 3 greater healing potions,
Nice.
which is and then I don't have anything else. That I have a bag of animal feed and dragon's teeth, which those aren't really gonna do me anything.
You also have your axe. Don't forget your axe.
I do have an axe that, yeah, so I think those.
So the axe, do you have a ring of protection?
I do have a ring of protection, you're correct.
Okay.
You also have the racers of great weapon fighting.
I do. And I have a tattoo.
And you have a tattoo.
So you have wow, you actually have a surprising amount of magic items.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Better than I thought.
Yeah, is Shepard? I guess is Tony asking for anything specific?
Honestly, I was looking if they had any like extra like basic healing potions or anything.
Oh,
just in
okay,
case,
yeah.
like, we need them.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh boy. Okay, persuasion with advantage. I have an advantage button. I forget that I have that. Persuasion.
Oh.
I'm so persuasive.
Would
No,
you like to
buddy.
use your one's perception reroll?
It's, you know what? And I shouldn't say anything. Yeah, I'll use it.
Yeah.
Okay, much better.
Damn.
I thought it was gonna be that one so hard.
Jesus. You know what? If you got a 3-2, would have given you inspiration. You see Adari just kind of like rummages around in a bag and pulls out 3 basic healing potions and just like tosses them to you.
Thanks.
What kind of thing do you think you're gonna be fighting?
Given the area that was hit, something big.
Yeah.
Honestly, just what I want.
I'm really jealous. I haven't gotten to fight anything since we landed here. According to Talus, it would blow our cover or whatever.
I'll make sure to hit it once or twice for you.
Thanks,
You did get
man.
to torture that one guy though.
Shut up! That was a birthday present.
Yeah, but it was a nice birthday present, wasn't
Oh,
it?
that reminds me. Happy belated birthday.
Oh,
I just,
thank you.
I wasn't in the area.
No, yeah, I
yet,
know.
So,
It's rough.
yeah, and I don't know how to send mail.
That's actually something we should adopt for our culture. They got people to, like, run for you to, like, deliver messages.
Yeah, honestly, like, someone should write that down. I think that would be really.
I don't
There,
know-
there
I
are
don't know- occasionally
occasionally things that help. Yeah, I'm
I don't know
not
how to
really good at
write.
writing either.
Just
Think
looks
how.
over at...
Tervis is just like making a mental note.
yeah.
I'll tell Talus.
There are a few good ideas here. Have you ever heard of a convenience store?
Uh-huh.
Why would they call it a convenience store? How convenient is it?
They have like all the snacks and stuff just like ready to go as soon as you get there.
Hmm. That is pretty convenient, yeah.
It's actually really convenient. But
Like you
does it
don't have to go. But that's what have what.
does it have drinks?
It also has drinks.
You know what this country has that we don't have? They have these
What?
fucking crumbly things. What are they called? They're like really sweet and they sometimes have like chocolate chips in them.
Cookies?
Oh yes, those are cookies.
We haven't
Need
had
cookies.
any. We would like some.
You know, one of the best things I could tell you about turns around, grabs Brandy. Who's been in this entire time just
She's just
quietly.
like in a corner, like, I hope I don't get murdered.
And I feel like Shepard grabs her by the shoulders, picks her
Oh,
up,
that's
puts her
exactly
down,
it.
and then
Yeah.
there's like this moment of like,
Brandy, do you have any copies of any of like your recipes that we can give my people?
what do you need?
What are those cookies, muffins?
Cookie recipes.
What kind
like
of
honest.
cookies do you want?
You know what? How
You
about
love
we
the
just
chocolate.
borrow her for like an hour and then she can bake us a bunch?
I'm not,
Yeah,
Shepard, I'm not
yeah,
gonna
so-
tolerate it.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't kill you, Brandy.
Yeah, you don't have any weapons on you.
Not if you make cookies.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons of the sort at all.
I don't call that
Okay.
twig a bow. No offense.
Not weapons. The weapons you have on you, Brandy, aren't what they're talking about.
We let our kids play with those sometimes though.
Oh,
Or
man.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Poor Timmy.
Never found that arrow. Or got his
Never
back.
got that eye.
Mm.
Anyway, what do you need us to give for your cookie recipe or whatever? And then like I don't want to like role play this, but like Brandy's just like stone still, just like timidly telling.
Like, I think Brandy is just like, can I see what you guys have for ingredients?
Oh yeah, sure. Here's our fridge. Bye, Shepard.
See you later, Brandy. I'll be back.
Shepard, help! Shepard, fucking help!
Don't leave me.
He can't help you now. Anyway, we've got a thing called milk. Is that anything?
That'll go great with the cookies.
Oh my god.
Shepard
Poor
gets
Brandy.
back in the group. Where did Brandy go? I left her with the Canard cookies.
What?
You did what now?
Fuck! Shepard's like,
feel-
no. They're cool. I left them with the good ones.
You know what the funny part is, Shepard? You picked the exact right amount of time for my chef feat. It takes an hour for me to
Oh my
prepare
God.
food.
That's so good.
Perfect. Oh my god.
You chose the correct amount of time.
Oh my god. That's perfect. That's actually perfect.
I can make food for up to 8 people right now.
Alright. We'll say, because you wanted to go to the crime scene, Shepard, right?
Yes.
So we can do that after Ilaria and Asan, but, like, we'll say Erland and Saradwin can go with you to, like, help out.
Sure.
Okay. Ilaria and Asan, you make your way to the Merchants Guild. Oh,
Merchants Guild.
Merchants
Ooh.
Guild. Let me
Merchants
Switch
Guild.
the music from emotional Dragon Age to seedy fucking Merchants Guild. Give me a
Tavern Brawl.
minute.
Dragon
Tavern
Age 2.
Brawl. Right. You make your way through the city. After learning that there are freed slaves that can kind of like mill about, does Asan change the way that like he carries himself a little bit, or are you still trying to like?
I guess one question. Have I ever noticed, like, obviously, still slaves, but have I ever noticed, like, a quote-unquote servant announcing their master? Or, like, carrying themselves with, like, some regard because they're, like, working for someone important?
Depends on where you would have gone. If you walked through kind of like the industrial zone past the Dwarven Embassy, not a lot of like high-ranking magisters around that area. But if you had like passed by like the circles, the Neraminian Tower, yeah, it does make a difference who you are serving. And obviously it depends on the master as well. Some magisters you noticed, kind of like, not even walking along the streets floating, while an entourage of elves and humans followed them along, either in chains or in a perfectly orderly line. And then you noticed some masters with the elves following almost like directly in step with them. And the elves do carry them with like a little bit of an air of importance. Like, this is someone, one, who matters, and two, who values me. And they do seem different, and some have tattoos on their faces, others don't. The ones that seem to have more well-meaning masters do kind of like pass you a glance and sometimes a nod. The ones with magisters or owners that treat them cruelly avoid your gaze completely.
Okay. If that's
Leaning
the case,
over. Oh,
I think I'm gonna put in the act that Arya, my master, is of high regard and treats me well, so I'm going to be. I think Asan is going to act less reserved and more like
His old self.
a little bit more,
Yeah.
but more like
Eh.
playing up who his master is.
Okay.
Like if we walk in somewhere important, it's definitely going to be like announcing.
Yeah.
I speak
Ow.
on behalf of my master.
Performance check, Alec?
I would say either performance or deception. There's no negative consequences for like failure, but just to see like how well you're putting on this act.
Can I
Okay.
boost him
Yeah, of
by
course.
like
You put him on your
acting
shoulders.
the part?
Yeah, acting or legion haughty.
Or she's not Orlean though in this sense. She's from the
Technically,
free marches.
Yes.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's definitely like people move out of the way a little bit for you. It's like the trick of like, oh, don't look people in the eye or don't look at their feet when you're walking. Look a little bit past them, and then they just instinctively move out of the way. You kind of adopt that sort of energy, and people just kind of like instinctively move out of your way. You take up a little bit more space. The stride is a little bit more confident. You're selling the fact that you guys have money and have prestige, for better or for worse. And I would say keep an eye on your coin purses.
It's in
Got
the corset.
It's giving you like
It's not outside.
It's
There's a
giving your
fake
boobs
one.
a little boost.
Yes, the
You think
equally
it's there.
distributed between both sides.
Yeah. All right. You step through the Merchants Guild. The guild is busy and bustling. A large open space with tall ceilings and black stone walls with pillars holding up the large roof. Flecks of gold decorate the black columns. There's staircases on either side and long, expansive tables. People doing business, people catching up. There seems to be more areas further in behind large gilded doors. And next to the sign, it says guild members only. There are several booths off to the right. Some have lines, others don't. Each booth seems to be for a specific reason. Some people are applying for a membership, others doing general kind of like restock of goods and services. Some are to be paying off debts to the guild. And there are, of course, to the left, plenty of merchant stalls, all selling various different goods, some mostly kind of like general adventuring or kind of like city living goods, some for specific merchants in terms of like pottery, blacksmithing, whatever. There's even a merchant who's selling like connections to different merchant guilds across the country or various groups. There are plenty of shady-looking people, though they do their best not to stand out. But you feel like even if shady dealings were to be going on, as long as you do it in a way that's seemingly legal, nobody would bat an eye.
This is Annika talking.
Mhm.
I have no clue where I'd go if I'd want like basically who here is a express pony express.
Rephrase that.
Mail.
Basically.
Mail. Okay.
Mail or like who what would be the equivalent of like a census? Basically
Okay.
yellow bugs.
Yeah. You walk up to one of the booths, wait in line a little bit. It seems to be kind of like a general, not like information, but yeah, like mailing goods and services, and like looking up various members in the registry. You notice a dark-skinned dwarven woman, hair pulled up in a messy bun, her fingers bear calluses from writing and handling large stacks of paper, and she has like little spectacles on, kind of like cat eye spectacles with like a little chain in the back. She's dressed properly. She looks a little tired. Next.
Morning, I have a parcel to drop off.
Who is it addressed to?
One Mr. Gerardus Felix. She's like pretending to fumble her words, looking at the back of the kind of note.
She kind of like pulls her glasses down a little bit and looks at you from behind them. Give me a deception check. Or persuasion if you want.
Okay, which ones? They're the same. 22.
22. She kind of looks at you and then leans back, and her tired demeanor fades and she begins to laugh. Simeon, you have to hear this. They have a letter for Felix Gerardus. Well, when you find him, I'll be sure to give me his address. He's got a bunch of mail from the fucking circle.
Who's pulling your chain, miss? Who sent you on this little errand?
Oh man, was it Nicholas?
There
Was it? Oh, he's such a prankster. Oh man, that was good.
Well, a friend of a friend back in the free marches sent me this just to pass along. Unfortunately, this distant uncle, can't remember, didn't read the letter exactly, passed, and he has some inheritance over there.
Well, we have a few packages of our own to give to him. He hasn't, ever since the whole thing went down. And she kind of pushes her chair back, grabs like 3 or 4 packages, hands them over to you. If you seem to be looking for him, if you find him, could you please pass these along?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, it's quite a shame, you know. Wonderful lad. But no, we don't know where he is. He doesn't come by here anymore. Are you crazy?
Oh,
Not after
I'm
what
sorry,
you
I'm a
told.
little new in town. When did you last talk to him?
Oh man, a couple of years ago, yeah. Right after the whole, getting ousted thing. I wish I could help. Perhaps some of these individuals who do, dealings with the Dwarven Guild might be able to help. They have some knowledge of the city. I don't really go out past the, the safer areas.
Could I inside check that she's not sending me to my doom?
Yeah, insight check, please.
Okay. Insight 17.
17. You know that, she is essentially saying, like, I don't go to where the poor people are at, so I wouldn't really be able to help you. And it seems like whatever happened with this Felix, it's almost shameful to bring him up. Oh, though? He had a friend in the circles. Constance? No, sorry. Not that one. Glyceria. That was her name. Yes. Yeah, she's back in the circle.
The one over
though.
yonder?
I think she works in the circle nearby here, actually. Yeah. They used to be friends, but, after everything that happened. But yes, she might know something, though I don't really want to interact with her.
Oh, is she not one of the kinder folks?
No, dear. You'll see when you get there. She's very lovely.
But
She looks a little uncomfortable saying this. Listen, I'm a dwarf. I don't do any of that magic stuff. I don't know what you call it. It's just a little passive, you know how those folk are. Anyway, can I help you with anything else?
oh, thank you though.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna eye us like.
Next! Stamp.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. Heh.
They back themselves. Well, she backs him up to the corner with like, oh no, these boxes are so heavy.
I need my
blocking the view.
slave to help me carry them.
My
Oh,
intern, my unpaid intern,
My intern.
My
God.
production
paid in
assistant.
credits. Oh. So, Circle, what'd you find out about the library?
Well, the circle near here is the most liberal, I'd say. They have a bunch of they encourage freed slaves to join them, and Felix was the one who was I believe a magister from that circle before he got kicked out.
Sorry, 1 second. DMs, is it Lyceria or
Glyceria. I will spell her
B
name.
L? Okay, Bly.
No. Gly. Like Gloucester.
GLY.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And Felix wasn't a part of this circle. He was a part of, I believe it was the northern one, the most prestigious after the Naraminian Tower, which has like its own kind of like groups of circles for only magisters and
green
magister
one?
families. Yeah, the green circle is the one that Felix was a part of. One of the most
Okay.
prestigious ones.
Oh, okay.
And then once ousted, you think might have moved on to the Western Circle. The Western one being like just kind of like anybody else that the other ones won't take, essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me write down the name.
Was Hassan saying something?
No, I was just explaining that.
How do I
But
make
still, the local Western Circle was the one that was most charitable, I guess, to the former slaves and the most outspoken against slavery.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we could just waltz on in? Like,
I guess we could. I don't see the harm in it. So, wait. This is something that I don't think I quite got from last session.
Mhm.
Can elves be liberati?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Gotcha.
Yes, liberati is anyone that used to be a slave that was then freed, and it depends on the circumstances. There's various different ways of freeing a slave, and it is common practice to free a slave that shows magical potential.
Okay.
So, yeah, whether it's human or elves, obviously there's like a history of elves being like the majority of slaves. It is now a lot more like,
Next.
yeah, humans, elves, a couple of dwarves, but you haven't seen any dwarves yet.
So, here's
Should we
my
go?
plan. We go in, courier mission, again, asking for glyceria specifically. And then we spring the hole.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah? Yeah.
We give it a shot. Let's go.
Cool. Okay.
I'll announce you and make my
You
way
don't.
out.
Okay. You could be my assistant. I think I don't want to be the. She does air quotes. Bad guy, by having you. You know.
Okay. Assistant. Understood.
Yeah. Cool.
To the Western Circle.
Before you guys leave, did you wanna apply for a guild membership?
Oh yes. Yeah. No.
Did
There
we
you go.
not?
No,
Wait,
there's-
did we
there's a
not
whole thing.
earlier?
There's a
Wait,
whole
wait.
thing.
Before they kicked us out, could we have said also we're applying to a guild membership?
Oh, dearie, that's next booth.
Thank you.
How long's the line
Line up
over
for the
there?
next.
Like 5 people.
Okay.
Okay.
You like the very last person that goes before you, they're just like, wait, so I have to apply first and then I have to get my specific ID and then only then, and then the person behind the desk is like, yep, no, you got it. You just, no, you can't sign your name there, and like they're refilling the paperwork like 4 times over because the person doesn't know what they're doing. And eventually like everything
DMV.
yeah. And eventually they like move on, and they check your paperwork and ask if you would like to apply for a membership. So in regards to membership, it is 100 gold per month for 10 individuals to receive the benefits of being a member. Benefits being, you get a specific room in the Merchants Guild. You might have to... room, it's more of like a space associated with you, sharing with like several other like merchant groups in the guild hall. You get beds, plenty of storage, a little bit of privacy to kind of like do your own thing, but you realize this is more of like if people are staying the day or like the night in the town, they have like a place to always be, but merchants mostly move between the cities. You get a new cart, and if you would like some animals to drive it, you are provided 3 meals a day, except for Sunday. And you are allowed discounts in specific kind of like merchants with like operating within the guild hall, as well as discounts if you want to kind of like set up booths. The guild like provides, you know, various ways for you to do your business within this town and others. As well as
Man, this sounds great.
yeah, as well as because you already have like the stamp, you just have like access to the Dwarven Embassy as well.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, if you wanna pay
take-
like 100 gold up front, then you will receive all of those.
You said, wait, was it 100 gold each month or
Yes.
10?
So
Okay,
100
wait.
gold every month for 10 individuals.
Okay.
So 100 gold covers 10 individuals if you want, like, you know, to add more to your group.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll just pay up front. I'll take it out of the party funds later.
Okay. They give you all specific little pins. It's a very simple kind of like serpent eating a gold coin, and it's kind of like rounded, small, doesn't catch the eye. It's out of like this copper that like if you reflect the light, it's noticeable, but easily like you can hide it. And it's just for so people know that like you have access to everything else in this hall.
Okay, she's gonna fasten that to the interior of her cape, so it's not readily visible.
Yeah. It's almost like an ID essentially.
Ooh. Okay, are we good to go to
Congratulations,
the
you're
circle?
guild members! Yay!
Oh boy.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
As you are about to leave Asan,
Yeah.
you actually recognize someone.
I recognize someone.
Yeah, you
Uh-oh.
recognize a merchant that sold you your what the spell components for Find Familiar. He seems to be happily chatting away and looks up and sees you and waves essentially you and your group over.
Oh, the one who I bought the 10 charges for like yesterday.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, gotcha. I was going through my notes. I'm like, who?
Ooh,
No, the one that I bought 10 charges from yesterday, specifically so that I could do more
Your
spy work
parents are
with
here and they're
soon.
slaves.
No.
raw.
Dragon Age Origins.
I'll look at Arya and just be like, looks like one of the, it looks like the person I bought some spell components from is waving us over.
Good to make friendly with other merchants, I guess.
So, question, DMs,
Hmm.
just because, this wasn't something that we roleplayed, did this guy give me any weird looks for buying spell components as an elf?
Um, honestly, no.
Okay,
If you want to make an insight check, you can.
sure. Oh, that was supposed to be an advantage.
But that's not one.
Yeah, I'll do a what's processor reroll though.
Oh, okay.
Insight. Cool.
Jesus.
Bubble nat
Uh,
one.
Nice one.
The fuck, dude.
I don't know. This guy just seems so trustworthy.
Dude, I think he hates you.
He's like a sketchy used car salesman.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. The most sketchy used car salesman. That like it's not a brick wall of a personality. It is more so that like he tells you exactly what kind of person he is, and you don't know how to engage with that at all. So you're just like, it's like I don't know, biting into something and realizing it tastes completely different from like how you imagined it to be, and you're like
I've
instantly
never
like
had
put
this
off.
flavor before.
No, yeah, you're just like, whoa, like what is this energy? I don't want to like interact with you.
That guy. Okay.
Ilaria,
Well-
that's a person.
That's a guy.
That's a guy.
That's a guy.
I guess if I have to. Yeah, let's. It's to be friendly. And I'll make my way over, and if Arya comes with me, be appreciated.
She's tagging along.
As you approach, you see, yeah, a garb that is similar to what he wore yesterday. Nice black robes, jewelry adorning his hands, and piercings. He looks up at you from where he's sitting, Hassan. Hi, how are you?
Doing great. Thank you for your assistance yesterday.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're back so soon.
We were just here getting our guild
Mail.
pass for the group.
Male guild pass. Yeah. So you're all merchants, right?
Well, my masters are, of course.
Right.
Oh,
right.
he's being too kind. We're here on research.
I would like either a San or a Laria to make deception checks with disadvantage now.
What's your
I can do that.
deception like?
I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Okie doke.
Because you are now telling conflicting stories.
Okay. 21. The other was it's a plus 11. One was a 10, the other was a 14, so 21.
Okay.
Male and getting our guild passes, obviously, right?
We can do two
Look,
things in one day.
You
It's a
can
big city.
multitask.
You could do
But
more than one
no,
thing.
it's not getting the guild pass and the mail that is the issue. It is the research that Ilaria was talking about.
Well, she didn't specify yet. It could be familial research.
Also, she got
This
a
guy's an
21.
orphan.
Well, may I ask what kind of research? I might be interested. I mean, I'm trying to break into some new markets every day.
Oh, you know, genealogy, that kind of thing.
Genealogy. Interesting. Now, I might be prodding and prying a bit too much. Could I ask of what? I could obviously assist you if you would like.
Well, it's a little embarrassing, frankly. She's gonna eye us on to kind of like, let me do this.
I'm bound out of the conversation. It's all Ilaria now.
So, you know, growing up an orphan, not great, not cool. But
Oh,
being
I'm
interested
so-
in.
I'm so
Sorry,
sorry.
continue.
I'm so sorry for you.
Oh, you know, it's sticks and stones, but like experiences make me stronger. Haha.
Truly inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah. One Sir. What is it? She's looking at the letter. Gerardus. Felix?
He
Distant
like
cousin.
he like motions with his hand a little bit, like lower your voice, like looks at you, makes a downward motion, like lower your voice a little bit, okay? Just lower your voice. We don't talk about him here.
I'm learning that day by day.
I may know a name like that, but you know, a man has to make ends meet.
What kind of ends?
I'm sorry. You don't have to actually whisper. You don't have to actually whisper.
Sorry. What kind of ends?
You know, things that could as he's rubbing his fingers together, something to loosen my lips a little bit.
Should I start off with?
I will say though, that information is nowhere close to cheap. If you
Oh,
can.
you.
Hmm?
Wait, well, sorry, no, you continue
No,
first.
no, you go ahead now.
Okay. Family jewels and all that. Takes off the necklace. Red coral. Should fetch a nice price.
He takes it, I'll say this is a down payment. Now, I'll be taking this. Thank you very much. And we can start a partnership because the person you're looking for isn't exactly easy to find, even with someone with influence or resources at their disposal. I hope you understand.
Well, these things are never easy, are they?
No, why would it wouldn't be fun if it was easy, would it?
No. Could be a cool story to tell by the fire later on.
Oh, fire. You mean by a hearth or campfire? Because one is
Oh,
much
you
more
know,
comfortable
just
than the other.
fireplace surrounded by nieces, nephews, distant relatives.
A
You know, when I'm
large.
all gray and. Yeah.
You may make a insight or perception check while he is speaking.
I'll perceive.
You'll perceive.
I'll perceive.
What is your perceiving?
My perceiving is a 16. 11 plus 5.
16. Okay. Don't let me forget it.
Okay. Do you want me to put in the chat?
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Okay.
I am in need of some information. I'm in need of some information. I am also in need of some... What's the word? Alternative stock.
We're pretty good at getting both.
That's wonderful to hear. You, I can say, will be getting the information you want so long as we continue this partnership. Because the more money you make me, the more money I can funnel into my efforts to look for your man. Well, do you speak on behalf of your group, or is this your whole group? You, your servant.
Assistant.
He looks at you with that come on look.
She reflects it right back.
And that guy. Guard? Other assistant? Well, assistant.
Oh, is he DM? Is he referring to Shepard?
He is
I'm not
referring
sure who
to
he.
Indra, who went with you.
Oh.
Oh, he didn't.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
Because
that's
I was like,
right.
I thought it was
Indra
just.
was busy throwing up.
I am so
He's
sorry.
going through a hangover.
I
Withdrawals.
misinterpreted something along the way. That is my bad.
Indra, achoo!
Indra back at home. What?
What? I feel like someone's talking about me right now.
Someone's
Where?
talking. Achoo! Shit!
So you and your assistant, I'll say in quotation, have
Is that a question? Okay.
we have a lot that we can work together on. Is this your whole group or no?
No, unfortunately, they're all on errands scattered across the city today, but we're pretty expansive.
Got a whole spy network on your back.
I wouldn't call it a spy network. They're pretty. She does like the motion.
Just a bunch of regular old sleuths just crawling through the city.
No, just a bunch of folks trying to get their wares to where they need to go.
That's why you're looking for him.
No, that's a me thing.
I see, I see. I won't ask many more questions. I think it's bad for business. But I will say this much. You, my little friend, are going to help me make a lot of money. He outstretches his hand.
Can I really quick see if there's any or insight? I don't know which.
Yeah.
Okay, which
It would
one
probably
would
be more insight with what you're thinking.
What are you trying to insight? If he's got like a little buzzer on his hand.
something?
Okay,
Damn it! I always fall for that.
Are you trying to see if this man is dangerous, or are you trying to see if he's trying to trick you?
Both I know he's being duplicitous. Just would I be locking myself into a contract that doesn't really have it's all verbal? And like does he have anything on his hand that would otherwise
Okay, yeah, give an insight check, please.
Okay. Chicka. Oh shit, it's cocked. Fuck.
Cock.
Chicka. God damn it. Okay. 14.
14.
You're in a merchant's guild. All contracts are signed by both parties with a witness on paper. This handshake is a formality at best. You're not locking your soul away into anything, and you're not,
Well, okay. This is Arya signing, not
yeah.
This is not legally binding.
This is a partnership. What he's offering you is like, you scratch my back, I'll give you your info, but like, I don't know you kind of situation.
fair. Okay.
And you can tell that like he's unwilling to give information of this regard to people that he doesn't know what they're going to do with it.
Okay. Just gonna take his hand, firmly shake it. I look forward to dealing with you, Mr.
Constance Markian.
Oh, hold on.
I got
Write
it.
it down, write it down.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay,
got
cool.
it.
Sounds Byzantine. Byzantine.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of Byzantinian names.
Those- We have
CK3
academic
generator.
papers and everything.
Yeah.
CK3, CK3, CK3.
CK3.
So now that we are in a bit of a partnership, I am gonna have to ask a few questions just so that way I can get the ball rolling and get you on your way.
Ask away.
Why are you looking for this?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Why are you looking for this man? And Ilaria.
Trying to find. Sorry, go ahead.
And Ilaria, by this point, this is when you would notice it. You know this. You know this act. you do this act every single day when you don't want to appear the way you are. He speaks with a script, essentially. There's a calculation behind every single little movement he does, and you see, you know you cannot act forever. There's always small slip-ups that you're praying that nobody peeks at. You hear slight intonation of someone who's most likely Orlesian or had an Orlesian accent.
Mm. She's gonna try her best to come off as like forthright, naive, really just an orphan trying to find her roots. You know, distant cousin, but the closest thing I have. Just trying to find who my real parents are. Grew up in the free marches, but, you know. And she's gonna look him in the eye, saying this. Not really from there. See, now I can't do the Orlesian. There's no Orlesian language.
There actually is.
There is, but question for just the people around. How?
Oh, it's obvious. It's
None,
super.
like,
Oh,
just no, are we within earshot of each other? I know we're in a
No,
busy
you
guild
are,
hall, but
you are at this point kind of like having a private conversation. People won't overhear you, especially when you're whispering.
mhm. She's gonna accidentally drop a pin. Oh, excuse me. And as she does that, leans in from the home country in Orlesian.
he looks somewhere between pleasantly surprised and kind of aggravated.
You mistyped that?
Clopas Squirrel. He looks at you. We do best to not talk about where we're from. Especially in these parts of town. We have money to make. Don't want to complicate things, do we?
Of course, but that's what this story's about, isn't it?
Tell me, why is it that you are really, really looking for this man? Since you have more competence in certain acts than I initially thought.
This is Annika talking. I'm not really. I know distantly why we're looking for Felix. I know this is pretty much our only lead.
You have a few different leads now.
Oh, yeah.
You
Okay,
feel like give me an insight check.
Okay. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna use the blue die. What's insight? You said insight?
Mhm.
15.
15. He's asked you this question a couple times now, and
Mm.
every time your answer seems to be one that he's a little bothered by. And you're noticing that it's less the specificity of what you want and more of the intention. Are you going to harm this man?
Mm. I see. Okay. Just looking to ask him some questions, really.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
The chaka chaka
Roll
chaka is
those
important.
dice.
But you said persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To 11 plus 16 is a 27.
Jesus fuck.
I
It's
think I don't know about you, Ricky, but I think like he would nod and just like stay in touch.
That's pretty persuasive.
yeah, that's pretty persuasive.
Yeah.
I will see what I can do. It's nice seeing a little bit of home in dark places, isn't it?
She just smiles.
Now, aside from business, how about we talk about some business? I do
Wow.
sell a stock. I am an actual merchant after all. I'm not an information broker normally. I sell general good potions, spell components, ingredients, lyrium. I also sell let's call them quality goods. Premium goods hard to get by.
And you need me to get. Are you looking to bump up your stock? Get things where they need to go?
You could say that.
He is also just like telling you what he sells.
Yeah,
in
but
case you
it's
want to
essentially-
buy,
Okay.
in case you want to shop.
Now I will say I don't have any particular work for you at this moment. However, I could send for you if I do have something. And obviously our exchange shall be work for information, and depending on the quality job that you do, I will maybe throw in a bonus or two.
So, what's the first thing you need us to do?
Well, I already said I don't have anything for you at the moment.
No.
Yeah,
That's an Annika brain fart. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
DM
You're good.
translation: we don't have a dungeon for you yet.
Okay.
No.
Leave us
Why
alone.
not?
Wah.
However, when I do have something for you, I will absolutely send for you. And I will say I am going to need to gather my own information as well. After all, the person you're looking for isn't exactly the easiest person to find. Are those terms acceptable?
Probably
to
find you. Yes.
You realize he could probably just like send a letter to like your residence at the guild
the
hall.
whammy.
No.
We
Like,
have that now.
Yes, you have a designation in the guild hall where people could reach you now.
You have a PO box.
You literally have a PO
Convenient.
box. Yeah. So as long as
You
you check it periodically, yeah.
Oh man, our PO box.
Yeah, you guys actually have like a mailbox.
Yep.
Woohoo.
All right. Unless there's anything you guys want to buy from him, where do you all head off to?
My idea is the circle to
Mm-hmm.
meet up with
Glyceria.
Glyceria. Glycerin.
Okay.
Nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin. All right. You make your way from the. Sorry, Ricky, were you done?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I don't want to like just move.
No,
on.
if you didn't ask me that, I was just gonna ramble and bullshit.
You make your way to the circle. Out of the many towers that you saw in like the larger magical districts, this one is on the smaller end. It looks like a few of the windows are, instead of being fixed, are boarded up. It's similar architecture to the rest of the place. A kind of large square house at the very front with tall pillars reminiscent of like Greek and Roman architecture, and two what's it called, like the bowls that hold like fire, braziers. Yeah,
Braziers.
yeah, like two braziers at the front. Very much seems like a temple that has been refurbished. Seemingly old, decrepit, a tower that is not being upkept yet. The closer you get, there's light. There are people inside. I'd say it's getting to be about maybe like early noon, and you hear a lecture happening in one of the rooms. Right past kind of like the main area. There seems to be people like a merchant set up selling lyrium. There seems to be a few people discussing their attendance with the front desk. No one seems to bat an eye as you just kind of like walk on through. There's not like much security, and people move about it freely. You don't notice a single Templar. On one of the upper floors, a lecture is happening. Students, maybe 10 in total, much smaller than a normal magic class. Although the only circle you've ever been in has been the circle in Lomarin and Ravine. So you're still not really sure what a normal one would look like, but this definitely isn't it. It's much too freeform. In one of the rooms you notice mages kind of like practicing spells, shooting at targets. There seems to be maybe one Templar who stands there, unarmed, no sword or shield at hand, and the armor itself is a little bit looser, like chainmail. It glistens faintly with a almost like shield to wane off magical attacks. So there are precautions, but not in the same way. You ask around a little bit, looking for Glyceria, and you are pointed to the third floor, what seems to be a study of enchantments and magical runes. You notice a woman with kind of like bronze skin and faded gray eyes. She looks maybe in her late 40s, early 50s, wears a comfortable robe, and speaks in a very even, monotone tone. The students ask her questions. They seem to like her, and she gently instructs them on what to do. She notices your presence and excuses herself from the class. And as she turns to you, you notice a sigil upon her forehead, not of a blazing sun, but instead a serpent curved in on itself, eating its own tail. Apparently the Tevinter has its own mark for the Tranquil.
Huh.
Hello. My name is Lyceria Arangabe. How may I assist you today?
I just glance over at Arya. You want to handle this one?
Sorry, my thing was muted. We have some pieces of mail for one Sir. She turns the package around, points at the address line.
For Felix. I have not seen that name in a while.
Oh, the music change fucked me up with that line.
Oh.
Goddamn.
Why are you looking for him?
We have, well, one, this mail. Two, I have some questions for him that we were hoping he would answer.
I see. Felix and I don't talk anymore. He does not... Well, sometimes he stops by here to teach a class or sit in on one, but he and I do not hold conversation anymore.
Oh. May I ask why?
Oh, well,
Bless
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 you.
you.
Everyone says bless you.
we both spoke out against the Imperium. I took everything I said back to be welcomed back into the society. Because of that, I am able to teach at this circle, at the southern one, and even sometimes at the east one. Very prestigious positions. With that, I am able to feed my family and provide for us. Felix did not take what he said back, so they ousted him, and now I believe he said something about wanting to be a doctor or helping people with healing magic. I am not sure where he is now.
But how recently did he come back to see you?
He did not come to see me. He came to see the circle.
And how recent was that?
Perhaps a few weeks ago. I think he tries to avoid me.
You said he was a doctor, a healer. Where does he usually treat people?
I would not know. I do not go to him. Perhaps a clinic of some sorts. Though I do not think he would want to set it up in an area where it would be visible. They are still mad at him.
Does he have any students currently here that he usually chats with? Favorite pupil?
I am not sure. I'm sorry I could not offer more information. But he does usually lead healing classes. Perhaps you will have some luck there.
No, I know. Weird question. Really weird question. No, out of character.
Okay.
So obviously I know nothing about the society. Can I make an insight check to see if she's only fake being tranquil?
Yeah, you can. Either insight, I'd allow Arcana.
I'll do Arcana then, hell yeah.
Magic emotions have been sealed away. If you want to
Ouch.
give me an insight as to why, you can go ahead.
Okay, so she is tranquil.
She is tranquil. If you want to figure out why without asking her directly, you can give me an insight.
That was an 18 sound.
In 18. She said a few key things. She said that both she and Felix spoke out against the Imperium. She didn't say about what, but that they were mad at them and are still mad at Felix. To the point that, like, he has gone into hiding. She also said she took back what she spoke out against and tried to get back into the Imperium's good graces, and was, therefore allowed back the privileges of teaching in the various circles, earning money, continuing, to support her family. And you feel like the Imperium wanted to make an example of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That, yeah, you can come back, but the punishment for daring to, one, speak out, and then two, beg for your station back is severe. To the point that, you have learned that it's common for slaves to be freed because if they show magical potential, then that is somebody that could be, advantageous to the Tevinter society. They view what she has done as so, as such, a slight against the Imperium that they removed her magic completely. That she is not worth working for them.
Interesting.
Is there something else that I may assist you with? I really should be getting back to my class.
Assault, if you have any other questions, but... Oh, no!
No.
Yes.
Yeah, my brain immediately went, shit, fuck, no.
Oh, Asan. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And you are?
No, I'm sorry, my brain is everywhere. This is Ayas. I'm Arya.
Oh, okay. Ayas and Arya. Great to meet you both. Are you students here?
Just
Maybe
visiting.
in the future. Maybe in the future.
We would be happy to welcome you. Especially you, Ayas. There is much about elven magic we do not understand.
I will be sure to keep that in mind.
Thank you for speaking with me today. Now then, I will return to my students. Good day.
I'm internally screaming.
You're internally screaming.
We gotta kill her,
She
too.
leaves. Gotcha.
We gotta kill her.
And you double tranquil somebody?
You double tranquil.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's called a lobotomy.
What
You
if-
gotta double tap
what
this
if we
one just to
can-
make sure.
What if we concuss her? So she forgets the last.
She's already left. She's going back to teaching her students about enchantments.
I'm just staring daggers at Arya.
Well, Hilaria takes out a knife.
Well,
I didn't want to have
it
to
was
do
nice
this.
meeting you. Stabby, stab, stab.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I know the rules.
Loose ends and all that.
heard that, Tony.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was eating Hershey's, which is why I said Asan instead of Ayas. I even looked at his name
That's
tag and
what
said
you
Ayas.
get
like,
for
yeah.
eating chocolate.
Yeah!
That's God punishing you for your gluttony.
The maker going, no chocolate. We haven't discovered that.
Anyway, are you guys looking around the circle some more, or are you heading off somewhere else?
Would we be able to find like not a registrar, but like a class schedule?
Yeah, it is like on the desk of someone who's currently working there. So you would have to.
She's gonna start limping to the registrar with a yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Ah, yes.
Hello. She knocks.
Yes, how may I help you? And you see this,
Oh.
like, fresh-faced intern, barely, like, turned 20 yesterday, and these, like, huge spectacles on him.
Hoo hoo hoo. I'm gonna take advantage of your
Fresh
naivete.
meat. Yes, how can I assist you?
Oh, my leg.
Oh, no!
Yeah,
Should we call for a medic?
I don't. We just arrived. I don't have much coin. They said you would have a healer nearby.
Well, yes, there should be a circle healer. Allow me to fetch them. What kind of ailment is it? A sprain?
No, it's a deep pain, and I can't move the muscle.
Perhaps a healing potion would work.
Oh, could you please? She's trying to get him out of the room.
Oh. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Make a deception check for me.
Cool. Which dice shall I use today? Bluey. That was a nat 20. But a 31.
He, like, leaps up from his desk, and just goes, Basile! Basile! And, like, runs out of the room. You see, like, a few
Is there
people
a
just kind
door?
of, like, yes.
Asan. Or, not Asan.
Ah, damn it.
Damn it! Nobody's in the room.
We gotta kill the door too.
We gotta kill the door.
She comes back. I killed 3 people today. 3? It's a long story.
3.
How do you feel? It's probably a good day, so.
Yeah. You know, it's in the single digits.
This was the least amount of people I've ever killed in my life.
In a day.
Yeah, man, you should have seen Indra and I. We killed like 60 in one dungeon.
It's okay, because they're Andrastian. They just confess their sins and pay a tithe, you know?
And they go to heaven,
And they go
which exists.
Totally. So is the study empty now?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna go rifle through.
Give me an investigation check.
The yellow pages. Investigation. Okay. They're yellowed from age, not because of investigation. That's just a flat 15. Damn. Okay.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, the class schedules are kind of like loosely outlined. There doesn't seem to be like a very strict regimen. It's more of like whoever can make it, please show up. And it's more so like based on the students. They get teachers from, it seems to be all over the place. Some have very like important sounding names. There's like one magister that showed up to give like a lecture. As you rifle through, you notice Felix's name appears maybe like once every couple of months. He doesn't seem to visit that often, but the next one that he is scheduled for is in a couple of days.
Like 3 or
Mhm.
Oh, 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Man, maybe like you don't eat when you're doing a scene.
I know. My bad. I've had it a second. Um. Okay, she's gonna pass that information down to Asan. Do I hear anybody coming up anytime soon?
Give me a perception check.
Fuck. You said perception or investigation? That's an 11.
Perception.
16.
16.
11 plus 5.
Yeah, you hear hurried footsteps rush up the stairs.
Okay, she's just gonna go back, lean towards Aya's, kind of like against the door frame. Oh, ow, ooh, ow, ouch.
And you see a medic and the intern just kind of like burst through the door. She's the one! She needs help! And the medic just like checks you over.
The first thing I thought you said kicks you over, and I'm like, Jesus.
Checks you over, gives you a healing potion and begins to kind of like cast cure wounds on you.
Has zero effect because she's
Yep.
not injured at all, but is like, oh, my leg, I feel the pain easing away.
Great. and you're able to escape the circle, unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
I'm
no,
clear.
I think there was enough excitement for now.
Okay.
We almost had to kill another person, so.
Are you guys heading back to your base then?
I think
On the earpiece. Look.
Yeah, on the earpiece. I think we should take a very roundabout, confusing way to get back to the base.
Over.
All right, you guys do a bunch of left turns, kind of like pretend to get lost in the city, and then
Take some back alleys.
yeah, and then eventually
Window
make your way
shop.
back. Shepard.
Hey.
In the hazy morning, you make your way to the most recent murder site. There are 2 guards seemingly there, kind of like looking over the whole situation, and Erland and Saradwin, they probably just do something stupid to get their attention. Saradwin turns into a horse and Erland goes, "After her!" And the guards begin to rush.
Get her!
Yep. So you have you have like a couple of minutes to yourself to examine it. It is destructive for sure. Buildings have been caved in. It smells of lightning and ash.
Can Shepard try to see if there's any sort of path the creature could have, or whatever it was, could have taken? Like, is there any markings on the ground or on buildings or anything that looks like it could have gone from there to there to there to there?
Path in terms of actually, never mind. Yeah, give me Brandy's still with him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Give me either a survival or investigation check.
Looks at check, looks at DMs, looks at check, looks at DMs.
Oh, sorry. I have the Roll20 noises on, so I didn't hear it. Let's see. I think you notice 2 things. You notice 1, scorch marks leading down an alleyway. Let me see. Leading down an alleyway over this way. And the scorch marks indicate a creature being pulled, as well as accompanied by like clawing at bricks. Signs of a struggle specifically, like something big was being pulled through alleyways, leaving behind some sort of fire and like trying to escape before they stop completely, as if it was tranquilized, and then they kind of end, but leading pretty directly in kind of like this kind of line. The other thing you notice, and there's no footprints, the streets are cobbled, but there is an indication of weight, of insane weight being pressed into the stone. Some sort of a path, and then this like strange monstrosity or creature bumping into various buildings as you and Brandy kind of like trace your hands over. There's like not scratch marks, but like, you know, when you bump into the like corner of a stone, it sometimes kind of like splinters off a little bit and falls. Those kinds of like indications moving towards this area, like further out. And then it takes like a weird almost circle. It's like there is no rhyme or reason for where this creature is moving. It's just moving.
Sort of just moving indiscriminately.
Yeah, like it knows it needs to get out. It doesn't know where to go.
Almost like trapped in a maze it doesn't understand.
A little bit. But yeah, it seems like the scorch marks and the kind of like indications of weight are leading in two different directions.
Okay, so it almost suggesting that it was two things that are being pulled in separate directions, if I'm understanding that correctly.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. One path leads to scorch marks, one leads to like claw marks, you're saying?
One path of scorch marks of like signs of a struggle, the other more so like claw marks, or just like a creature that is so insanely weighty and large that it just kind of like left debris behind. That like one bump into a stone wall will cause like, you know, like cracks in the stone.
I don't know enough about Brandy's there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about what I'm gonna suggest. Maybe we should look more into what golems are and see if they're capable of doing something like this.
A what?
When I was talking to the first Canary we met in the previous city, they had mentioned that near Arminian, there were golems in Arminian.
Okay.
And golems, for my count, would be very heavy, able to make indents in the ground such as these. I need to learn more about them. I wonder if I doubt the libraries anywhere around here would have any information on them.
Probably not the libraries, but perhaps the circles.
Maybe we go to a circle.
Yeah, I think that'd probably be a good idea. We can
Maybe let's
from
regroup
that.
with everyone.
Yeah, we should probably go back to the hideout and talk there. But this is a good lead.
Yeah. Oh. It's something. Because I don't think... It's definitely... I don't think my Cerebus could have done this. Just double confirming.
Hey, Shep.
Especially when there's things going in two different directions. Yes? Sorry, Brandy.
Are you gonna go with what they say? Are you gonna get them back?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I just want to be on the same page here. And I'm not going to lie, they scare the fucking shit out of me.
Oh, you didn't have fun making cookies with them?
I
I completely forgot about that. Jeez.
look,
That was at the start of the session. I was like, what?
It's fun making cookies. It's also weird having behemoths tower over your shoulders while you're doing it, asking questions the entire time, and I think at every question, if I answer wrong, I'm gonna get hit.
Well, think of it like this. That's the closest you'll ever get, most likely, to going over what it is like a family of mine's house to bake cookies.
That was fucking terrifying.
Shepard is like, I told you guys I'm the normal one.
No, Shepard is the freak of the Kunari culture.
Actually, no,
I actually was gonna say that in
the
character.
One in relation to outside.
Shepard, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're the odd one out, you're the weird one.
That is true. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
What?
You could call me the black sheep. Haha, I'm the shepherd. It's funny. It's a little bit of shepherd humor.
Yeah. I actually, that was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
They just scared the
Teach
shit
me
out
that
of
in
me.
shepherd school.
Do they actually?
No.
No. Yeah, your family scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it fun?
Yeah, it honestly made me feel like I was home.
That's home.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you...
That fish head stew. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Smell it tastes so good.
I'm not gonna lie. It did actually smell kind of good. I was too afraid to take a bite.
It's good. I like it.
Can you make it for me at some point if I get you fish?
Do my best. Keep in mind, I'm Shepherd, not Shefford.
Ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, maybe we should go back to the base and try to
yeah.
else.
But is it? I have a question. Well, we're walking.
Talking.
Athlock. Your name
is Athlock when
Athlock,
in public area,
which we are currently in, as I am speaking as Andy. Seriously though, what is it like knowing your purpose? the way it is.
Well, I'm not too sure that I fully identify my purpose these days. But when I did, it's just life. You exist to fill your role and then move society forward.
Was it nice?
It was all I knew.
But now that you know something else, would you say it's nice?
I loved being a shepherd. So, yes, it was nice.
Okay. Okay. And Brandy's just gonna think to herself as everybody, uh, yeah, everybody's technically going back to the workshop by this point.
To reconvene, discuss your next steps, and that's where we'll end the session.